All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is our 250 press conference for the Fox Raceway 2 National here in Southern California today. We have our 250 podium guys as well as our fourth place finisher today. Winning today was Jett Lawrence, finishing second, Michael Moseman, third, Justin Cooper, and Joe Shimoda just off the podium in fourth. Jett, we will kick it off with you. Ultimately, you came in with the red plate after a big weekend last week, back in control of the championship. You were going for 3 in a row here at Raceway, and you did it again, another 1-1, so 2 straight 1-1 efforts for you. I know that you have said before that there isn't necessarily anything special about this track, that why you seem to be so good at it, but you're 3 in a row now. You've won 3 races in the last 8 months there. You're now the winningest rider at this track, with all the times we've been there. The track and you seem to gel really well. So what's the magic of today, and how you feeling going into the final round?
Yeah, I don't know what the go is with this track. I can't complain about it really. So no, I'm setting myself up pretty good for this next weekend at Hangtown, which is really good, thankfully. And getting another 1-1 obviously is awesome. And no, I'm looking forward to this next weekend and finally get it over with and have a break. It's felt like it's been a pretty long season and no, but today was pretty good with the track, and it was different, and I'm surprised I still won because in the practice I thought I sucked in the morning. So yeah.
All right, Michael, we'll move over to you. Showed a lot of speed in the first moto there. Got to start, got to be out front for a change of pace for you. Showed that you could lead for a while. Jett kind of put the pressure on you. Then you had that little tip over. That kind of probably derailed things a bit. But then you came back. I mean, the comeback from that was very impressive. And then got back out front again, or in the mix in Moto 2. Another career best outing for you, another real breakthrough season for you all in all. Talk about your day, talk about that first moto, how that maybe changed things for you, and how you're feeling, to close out the season with such a strong ride and another runner-up effort for you.
Yeah, it's been a long season indeed. Definitely some ups and downs, and my day started off pretty good. I think, second lap, I think I hit most all the jumps and got kind of the track down pretty close. And I felt good all day. I had good speed all day. I just felt really prepared, really confident, and it just kind of was clicking for me. Got out front early. I was stoked on that, and didn't honestly, like, to the corner wasn't the best, but just made some quick moves and got in the lead, and then felt comfortable. I felt comfortable out front, and I think that's where I belong. And just getting some time out there was really nice. And unfortunate mistake for sure, but I'm just not going to focus on the mistakes really. I think there's so many positives to take out of this week, and I think just building on those positives, and I want to win the last round. And I mean, no joke. I mean, everyone wants to win every race, right? But I think I'm really set up really well to do that, and happy with the bike, happy with the team. We're all gelling so well, and it's there's something going on there at Gas right now.
Awesome. Justin, we'll move on over to you. First moto kind of was I think gave your day a tough start. Didn't get a great jump out of the gate. Kind of mired there deep in the top 10, and kind of looks like you maybe just got stuck in that pace, and couldn't really make the moves. And obviously the weather didn't help anything. Then turn things around in the totally other direction in Moto 2. And we're in the mix, and we're able to have a great battle there with Michael, end the day strong, and then get back on the box. You've lost a little more ground today to Jett, but how are you feeling going into that final round? And championship's not over yet, so how are you feeling?
Yeah, the first moto start was pretty crazy for me. I was kind of up, I was up at the front, and 2 people punched me off, and I kind of tagged bars with them for a second. I don't really remember who it was, but at the same time, I closed off from both sides and almost went down. So yeah, I got shuffled back pretty good, like 10th, I guess. And track is really slippery. They put a lot of water down, and they're just a little bit too cautious on the opening lap. So was able to get up to 5th, and then I knew I had to, put in a good performance the second moto, and I did everything I could to try to get up to Jett. But every time I closed in, he seemed like he had an answer, and that's part of it. So gave it my all today, like I do, and I'm happy with the day. We got one more round to go, and I'm gonna try and go out and do the best I can once again. So overall, happy on the day. Just that first moto wasn't the best.
Right. And Joe, we'll go to you. You are really starting to get the confidence on the bike. I think we can all see that. You're getting to this point where you're, I think, believing that you should be at the front of the pack. Especially if you can get the start. A great second ride there to kind of make that charge. You just missed out on the podium today, to Justin, but you tied for 3rd overall. Last 2 weeks have been great for you. So seems confidence high. How are you feeling on the bike, and how are you feeling about trying to end this season on a high note?
Want to end the season with another podium for sure, but overall today, good speed on time qualifying, and first moto I was kind of taking too much time to pass the guys around, and then I had close gap between me and RJ on last 2 laps, but it was too late, and that kind of cost me for the overall. Second moto was good. Somebody on the right at the start fall into me, and my rear tire was stuck with the other riders. So that's kind of unlucky. But after that, I kind of just charged the whole race, and it was cool to finish 3rd from all the way in the back. So good. No, it's a good solid day.
Awesome. We'll open it up to the media. Please use the raise your hand feature if you have any questions. Nick, we will kick it off with you.
Thank you, Nick Still, Moto Limited Show. Let's go to Michael Moseman. Michael, congratulations on the result this afternoon. On the podium this afternoon, you mentioned the team. Sometimes, you're thankful to them with you being a little bit weird or a little bit frazzled. Can you explain that? What was that about?
Yeah. So there was a day, when was it? It was, so there's a few different moments here. But it was like the Tuesday or something. It was a little bit ago, a couple of weeks ago. And, they were kind of wanting to cement in a plan as far as if we're racing, if we're not racing. And, someone brought it up. They're like, dude, you've been hitting the deck a lot. Is this even wise? What is there to gain if you come back? And, why would you, right? And that kind of just got my head spinning, and I'm a racer, and racers race. And so, but, it's like, man, you're right. I have missed a couple rounds here and there. And is it really worth it to come back? And, all the variables that can happen. And I kind of just got really spun out. I mean, I had so much on my plate that day, and I had really honest conversations with Will Hahn, and really honest conversations. And I told the guys, I'm like, I'm just mentally not there. I'm at this point, checked out on the season. I'm not in it. And I said, if I need to be in it, and if we're going racing, and, ultimately they're not going to force that decision on me, or, force me to race if I'm not ready, or, anything like that. And it was essentially what they want is they want it to be my decision. And, that took some time. And so throughout that day, it was a big deal that I could be very, very real with them, more real than I've been with, any team before, and just not experience judgment, or and just being met with understanding. And, it's hard to be real. And it's hard to be real about when you're not good, you're not in a good place. And I think you know, a lot of those times there of being really real with the team has led me to, you know, build a lot of chemistry, a lot of trust, and just, you know, to have a lot of honesty amongst all of us has been really good. And then even today, like, dude, first moto, like, I put in a hard charge, and dude, I crashed in the race, and then after the race, I finished cross the finish line, go to turn around right in front of all the fans, and like tipped over there too. And I was so smoked. I was so smoked in between motos. Like I was like just not here. And like considering not racing, like, man, I was not in a good shape. And so uh to for those guys to let me not be okay, and, you know, to not look at me funny or sideways, and to let me kind of go through my process, and then for me to lock in once more. I think I've proven, you know, a number of times now that I'm able to. And so just having that honesty and that communication, you know, being being my honest self, and then them allowing that has been huge.
Absolutely. Sounds like a great relationship down there. Thanks, Michael.
Move over to Kellen Brower.
Yeah, thanks, Kellen Brower here with RacerX. I want to go to Jett on this one. Jett, in the second moto, you ripped a massive hole shot, and I think the first thing you said when you came off the track is, "I finally got a dang hole shot." You know, maybe a little bit cleaned up there, but talk about the confidence that you've been building these last couple of weeks, because you're riding phenomenally, and how that's maybe poured into getting better starts, because your starts have really come around here in the second half.
Yeah, the funny thing is like we on our starts, like we changed our gate prep a little bit, but realistically, like technique wise on my start, I actually haven't really changed much, to be honest. It's kind of been more of the not stressing so much about it, because that, like, halfway through the season when I started to get those bad starts, I started to like almost mentally screw myself before I even did the start, because I really wanted to get a good one, because I know Cooper is very good at starts. So, and my only chance of trying to like battle with him is to actually get up there on the start. And I think I was just overthinking him way too much, trying to get him perfect. And I think I was just digging myself a deeper hole. And coming to Unadilla, I only did a few starts, not many like leading up to it, and just didn't really worry so much about it. Like, just kind of picture what I need to do in my head, and then just made sure I executed that, and not like make it such a big thing. And I felt like that's really helped me in the past few days. And plus the boys have been at it with the bike and improving it. So it's I think it's just an all great mix with the team and my mental kind of state with my start, not overthinking it so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Weege.
Yeah, thanks, Jason from Raceway. I'll go to you, Michael Moseman, on this one. What were the actual expectations? Even last week at Ironman, you got a moto podium, and here, sounds like you were in a pretty dark place. Did you expect to get these?
You cut out there just at the end, but I think I got it. Yeah. So I locked in, and I did expect to perform as I did at Ironman. However, the team didn't, and I showed up to the podium, and they didn't have anything ready. And I think I'm on the podium with a water, not a Red Bull, and, you know, we gave them some crap about that. But you know, and then the team's expectations significantly increased for this weekend, and I think I, you know, certainly met and, you know, exceeded those expectations, and showed a lot of heart today, you know, just being tired, but saying I'm gonna go out there, get the start, and manage the race. And here I am, second place. So yeah, expectations were very low. You know what? They essentially, their deal with Indiana was, hey, go there and treat this as a practice day, no pressure. It was like you go, you know, 10-10, you go, you know, 12, like there was nothing where they were going to be bummed on. And I was I'm a racer. And so if I'm going to be there and I'm going to race and I'm okay to race, then, I'm going to race. And yeah, low expectations, but I continue to exceed. So it's been really good.
Andrew with Raceway Moto, we'll move over to you.
Hey, thank you, Brendan. Hey, Joe Shimoda, can you talk a little bit about your success and where, when the start of the season, you were, I would say, an afterthought for the team. Can you sort of explain, or sort of how do you sort of internalize that? Is that something you think about, or is that just part of, elite pro racing, that it's very difficult to get on a factory team, and part of it is just being successful no matter where you're placed or what position you are on the team?
On the team position wise, yes, I was like the fifth rider at the beginning, and I mean, like every race I go, I pretty much like just
you
go in, you're not gonna go in it to suck. Like you want to go there to compete up front. So that's what I've been doing. But the thing this year, I feel like I did a good prep on off season.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Nick, back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Nick Still Moto Limited Show. Let's go to Jett. Jett, I know we just spoke about if there's anything you're doing differently with the bike, but it looks like in the past 2 weeks there's something that HRC has found with that motorcycle. Is there leaps and bounds that you guys have found that has made this thing better for you, or is it just you're happy with the motorcycle?
It's a little bit of mixture of both. The team and I have been working pretty hard to try and always improve, and they found a little step, and we found, I felt like, confident wise, another step in speed in that, and I think it's just a mixture, and it's thankfully we've been actually seeing the results because we've been looking for quite a while to try and improve, and because obviously the star bikes are they're the top power of the 250 guys, and we're always trying to get closer to them, and it's we found something. It was really good to visually see it on the weekend today, really, on that we've actually closed the gap, I felt like, a bit in power wise, and it was really good to see that, because the boys have been putting in some hard hours at the factory trying to, and searching for some better things, and I think it's just been a mixture what has been helping me lately, and obviously that, just getting those 1-1s and good starts. I think it's just been just help, obviously confident wise, it's been really nice, and it's been helping me get into a better position early and not have to fight from out of 10th or something. So yeah,
Absolutely, mate. The bike looks amazing. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Alex Gobert.
Yeah, thanks, Alex Gobert, MotoOnline.com. I'll stay with Jett. You're not the type of guy who comes across, to get too nervous or caught up in the situation. But what's this next week look like for you? And next weekend as well. It's going to be a big one.
Next week is going to be exactly the same. Me wanting to go play golf, and Dazzy and Johnny turning it down because I got to race this next weekend. So nothing's going to change. I'm going to go into this next weekend like I just sucked the weekend before, and try and ride at 100%. Nothing's going to change. I still have to go there and do a job. And I think that's really it. And mentally, I'm not going to change anything, because I feel like I've been doing pretty good lately. So I'm not going to change my mental state where I am right now. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Congrats. It was a really, really impressive ride.
Thank you.
Andrew, back to you.
Hey, thank you, Brendan. Hey, Justin Cooper, can you talk a little bit about your mental state? Are you looking to sort of, like Jett said, just be stress and worry free for the weekend or the coming Hangtown race? Is that something that you can sort of think about, or is it more getting back to the bike and doing some more riding this week?
Justin, we got a really bad connection with you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think just weekly, so this week is the first time I've been able to ride during the week, and it's gonna continue to like.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
That's pretty rough. We'll try to come back to you. Andrew, is there anything you want to ask? Anything to somebody else?
Yeah.
Can
Hey.
you hear me now?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead, Andrew. Ask somebody else.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, Jett Lawrence, do you remember? Oh, sorry, Brendan. I'm not sure what to do.
You're good. You're good. Go ahead. Ask us.
Okay, sorry. Hey, sorry, Jett. Do you remember in your early amateur days and your, early professional days, were you always this carefree and sort of loose, and you're able to sort of compartmentalize your stress and the pressure about winning a championship or winning races? You seem incredibly loose in light of the tightness of the race and what's at stake for winning a championship.
Yeah, I think I've always been pretty relaxed, even like you said, in amateurs and first year of pro. It's not like I don't go into it scared. I come in and I'm going out there to go have fun and race and do what I love, really. So I think I don't really put much pressure on myself because I get to go out and do what I love every day. And I think that's what kind of helps me to stay more relaxed, like in more pressure spots. I feel like I obviously have some hiccups, but I feel like most of the time I'm pretty relaxed in those and pretty stress-free, I would say.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Kellen, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Kellen Brower here with RacerX. Joe Shimoda, I wanted to ask you, because you just had mentioned about basically being the fifth pick at Pro Circuit this year, but you kind of through Supercross and now outdoors have more or less become the team leader there, the guy that they're going to rely on maybe for the best results. So how have you felt the expectations change from within the team? Because it's a team that has had a lot of champions through the years and kind of expects winning. Have you felt more pressure from the team to perform?
Like as in right now?
Yeah, throughout the year, have you felt more pressure from the team?
Oh, I don't really feel the pressure because I'm always tell this to people, like I don't race for the team. I don't race for anybody. I race for myself. So I don't care what. I mean, not care. I don't really care, but like, it doesn't bother me from, like, for example, Mitch want me to stay in top 3 spots every weekend. If not, he's gonna kick me off. I don't really feel that way. I just like do my thing at the races, and if it's bad, if it's bad. If it's good, it's good. Like, just keep it relaxed.
Great, thank you.
Nick, go ahead.
Thanks, Brendan. Nick Still, Moto Limited Show. Let's keep it with Joe Shimoda. Joe, 1 round remaining for motocross. What's your off season like? Are you going to take some time off the motorcycle? Are you going to get in and do some Supercross stuff or hang out with the family? What's on the cards for Joe Shimoda?
There's some things. Can't really say much right now, but I have no plans yet. Really, like, I think I for sure next weekend try to I want to win one at least. So if not, then I want to finish good podium spot, finish the season strong, and no off season, just stay relaxed, do nothing really. My family's here, so probably gonna hang out with them.
Awesome, thanks, Joe.
Alex Gobert, we'll give you the last one.
Yeah, just for ability to actually come back and ride to the front. Obviously the speed is there for you. How much does that help you in terms of belief heading into 2022 and obviously what's to come?
Hey, Alex, who was that for? Is that Michael?
For Moseman.
You got that, Michael?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
No doubt, no doubt. I think I had to come to terms, like, I hadn't believed I could win, and I believe I can win now. And I'm really, really good on a motorcycle. I'm one of the best 250 racers in the world. And like, it's been really hard for me to say that and to admit that, and even harder to believe it. And I believe it now. Like, I'm so good. And it's like, and not like in a bragging way. Like, man, God's given me gifts and talents and abilities, and I'm just trying to steward them well. And so, most definitely, like, this time of, like, I'm practicing for the 2022 West Coast Supercross Championship. Like, I'm practicing. That's what I want. That's what my goal is. Right. And what I'm doing on the weekends is building me towards that goal, and just learning and growing. And these last three, like, I've been learning a lot, and it's gonna be really good. And so I definitely got a head of steam going into this off season, regardless whatever happens at the last round. And I got newfound confidence, and I got a lot going on. So I'm excited going forward.
Right on. Thank you. Well done.
Thanks.
All right. That'll conclude our 250 side of this press conference. Thank you to our 250 guys, our podium finishers, and Shimoda. Congratulations, and we'll see you all at Hangtown.